Hi everyone, welcome to Staples High School, where today the Wreckers, right off their FCIAC championship, will be taking on Kolbe Cathedral on the first round of Division I playoff basketball. We're here live at the Junkyard, and I'm joined by Austin Heyer, Staples guard. Austin, how are you?
Good, how are you? Thank you for having me.
Of course, Austin, thanks so much for coming on the pregame show with us. Appreciate it so much. First off, I want to ask you about the championship. From your standpoint, how was that night?
It was definitely a great night. Coming in that game, the nerves were definitely there, but I think, just being with everyone on the team, kind of knowing that all our nerves were together, kind of just being able to, rely on each other and just being there with the team just made it easier. It was such a fun night, getting the win, and, playing at Fairfield University in front of that many people was definitely something I'll never forget.
Yeah, for sure. And listen, there's so many plays in that game, everything goes on. But I do remember when, that first quarter was close, 9-8, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that first goal.
Yeah.
Remember in the second quarter, you had a steal and a bucket. You remember that play?
Yeah, I remember.
How does that play sit in your mind? What happened in that play?
Just playing defense. I take pride in my defense. So I was able to see the pass kind of ahead of when he actually made it. I believe it was Hickey, number 34 on their team.
Yeah.
He kind of spun around. I saw him looking back to where I was, so I kind of anticipated the pass, got the steal, and then I just used my speed to get down court, kind of cut in front of my guy to make the layup.
Yeah, it was interesting because I see it a lot. When you're guarding, you always got your arms out, and that was one of the things that you're always trying to get in that passing lane, something you do very well. So, I mean, that was such an incredible night. Anything like special that sticks to your mind, a special play, a special moment in the game that you can share with us?
I think before the game was actually something I remember walking kind of back to the locker room. I was alone with Coach Black, and I've played for Coach Black since third grade. I remember he just told me that he was proud of me and that he loved to see me grow. I think that was kind of something that not only was such a special moment to me, but kind of got me like even more locked in for the game. Just kind of made the night seem just even more special, and just kind of got me more ready for the game and ready to go and get that championship.
That's such a cool moment that you had with Coach Black, and we had him on the show. You've worked with him in third grade.
Yeah, I played on his AAU team. He also coached my PAL team for a couple games. I've known him since I was little.
Wow, and you had a very interesting path. So you've been in varsity since a freshman.
Yeah.
And I remember talking to Coach Goldshore about you early on. First of all, before I forget, I want to say this: did you watch? And I'm not expecting you to, but did you watch the pregame before the championship game?
No, I didn't watch.
So what happened? Of course, you're on the court, but and it's right. I mean, I didn't put it back out, but we had the Westport PAL president Jordan Shore on the thing, and he picked to be the difference in the game.
Yeah.
It's so funny because like sometimes you don't. I know you don't watch it, but like so funny because we were talking about how your role is gonna be big because you're stepping in for Sam. It's a big role, and you're being able to do really well at it. How has that been?
It's been a transition, definitely. I kind of, going into the season, I was kind of expecting to play not as big a role as I've taken on, but I think our coaches just do such a good job of preparing us in practice, getting us the reps that we need, even being behind Sam and Adam. And also I played against Sam and Adam in practice. Coach Goldshore mentioned it in his interview with you after the game. I've played against Sam and Adam for 2 years now, just kind of battling with them in practice, whether they're pushing me or I try to push them, just to make them better. And I think it's just prepared me so much for the role that I've taken on recently.
Absolutely. And it's like, now we're going to go back to, I remember we were talking to Coach Shore about you. You were, as a freshman, already in step into varsity. How did that work out for you, and what has your 2 years been like? Can you summarize it a little bit for us?
Yeah, definitely. Coming into Staples, I think making varsity as a freshman was kind of a big goal of mine. Seeing Sam and Mason do it the year before, I think it was something I knew I always wanted to do, and I think that doing it with Dylan made it a lot easier. We've been friends since third grade. We met through basketball, so I think doing it with Dylan, making varsity as a freshman with Dylan kind of made it easier. And I think the team just did such a good job of taking me and Dylan in and making us feel like we weren't freshmen on the team, just making us feel like it was one team, like there wasn't really a grade divide or anything like that. And I think just being on the team for 2 years and kind of seeing what we've been through and preparing in practice just made coming into this role, the starting role that I've taken recently since Sam got hurt, just made it a little more easier, and it made me feel like a little more like I can do this, and just it made it easier for me.
Yeah, because I think that sometimes it doesn't get understood, and I as perhaps only been around Coach a lot. coaches don't look at people as freshmen, junior, sophomore. They look at whoever can contribute the most.
Yeah.
Is that how you feel this club is?
Definitely. I think, we're just trying to win. We're really trying to win games. So I think, especially I'm an underclassman still. I'm a sophomore coming in and starting. I think Coach Goldshore doesn't really look at me as a sophomore, as an underclassman. He expects a lot out of me, but I think it just gives me more confidence as a player, knowing that my coach just expects a lot out of me, and he really pushes me to be the best player I can on the court.
Yeah, I mean, let's retrospect a little bit. First favorite moment from your freshman year?
I think it was the holiday tournament. I think we were playing.
That was pretty cool. Yeah.
I came into the game. It was the third quarter. We were up 3. I think I came into the game. I forced a 5-second violation on defense, and then I ran down on offense, and Sam hit me in the corner for a 3. So it was kind of like a defense to offense, back-to-back play, and then the other team took a timeout, and I just remember everyone on the bench going crazy for me. So it was definitely my favorite moment of my freshman year.
And that tournament, was it Immaculate High School?
Immaculate. We played Immaculate. It was the championship game of that
tournament.
tournament.
I remember that. That was like, because that gym was like a small gym, very different than Pop Around this year, which was like a big gym. So we were like in a very different, but so that's pretty cool. And then from the sophomore year, I mean, I think it's going to have to be the championship.
It has to be winning the championship. I think definitely it was such a great moment. Kind of that game, I could like feel it at halftime. Like I could feel like we were on the verge of doing it, but just having it all, like hearing that final, the horn ring at the end, and just celebrating with everyone, it was such a great moment for the team and for me personally. Yeah,
I think the confidence of this team, you guys are such a confident bunch right now, right? I mean, you really are. I mean, how do you think the confidence, even with Sam going down, I mean, it seems like you guys are going to miss a beat. What do you attribute that to?
I think it's just kind of knowing that everyone can do it. Like, Adam's been great stepping up when Sam went down. Maddie played great. Mason's stepping up. Dylan's been stepping up. Like, everyone has kind of embraced that next man up mentality since Sam went down. And just the confidence, we've been together since, going in the offseason. We spent so much time together in the offseason. Just, I think kind of having confidence in ourselves, in each other, just brings it out to the court and for everyone to come watch us play.
It really does. It's been like so exciting. I like to think that, what's going on here, it's like everyone kind of in the town feels part of this. It really does. You get the sense
definitely.
like that?
I mean, just, everyone, seeing all the crowd at our games, it really feels like, we're playing for something more than just ourselves. We're playing for the town. And especially like in the off season during lifts, we lift with the lacrosse team. So cool. It's cool to like we push each other. It makes us that much better, but kind of just feels like it's such a community, it's Staples, and I think that we really just like we're playing for the town. Like winning it the first time in 62 years, like it was cool for us, but it was cool like that the town got to do it.
100%, and I think it's like it's almost like you for a long time. I think everybody's been hungry for a good team, and you guys actually brought it, right? It's almost like I don't want to compare to the Knicks, but thinking like right now we have a really good Knicks, sure, right? And it's like everyone's enjoying it so much, and everyone wants to be part of it. So you got Knicks fans coming out of the wood, and I think you got, like you said, we see here the crowds of every game. Everybody wants to be here, and that's got to be a good feeling.
I mean, I remember coming to these games when I was younger, seeing the teams playing, and then I remember being at the FCX championship when I was in 8th grade when they played Danbury. So I think we're just kind of trying to bring Staples basketball to the next level. We're trying, take it from the past teams and what they've done, and now we're trying to bring it to the next level. And I think winning the FCX championship was such a great step of that process that we're going through as a program.
100%, and like and I've talked to a lot of you guys. You guys always talking about winning 4 championships, right? So you won the preseason tournament. I mean, it was more of a league, right? A league,
fall league.
Fall league. Then you took the holiday tournament, took the FCIAC. Now we get into states. Let's talk about today's game. You guys playing Kolbe Cathedral. How do you see this game kind of playing tonight?
Kolbe's a great team. We're not taking them lightly. Definitely, we're not taking them lightly. It's definitely been a mindset for us to move past what happened on Wednesday and kind of now have to focus on states. But we're definitely focused on Kolbe. We're not, we talk about the 4 championships. We're not looking ahead to the next round or the round after that. We're focused on Kolbe today and what's going to happen tonight. We're not looking past them.
What do you think are the keys for tonight's game? What do you guys have to do to make sure you leave this gym with a win?
Definitely bring the intensity, I think, is a key for us. Coming off that FCIAC win, it's easy to get stuck up in what happened. But I think if we come out tonight, first quarter, just bring the intensity, bring our defense. That's always been something that we can rely on, definitely, is defense. And just keep bringing the same energy we brought throughout the FCIAC season, the regular season. I think that it's definitely going to be crucial for us to get the win tonight.
So Division I basketball, and a lot of was said before the season, you guys made a decision to stay. Obviously, I think it's the right decision. You guys are the number 4 seed going into this playoffs, right? And Is this something that you think also attributes that confidence, the fact that you guys want to play with the best teams in the state?
Yeah, I mean, I think we can play with anyone, really. I think that we can compete with anyone. So make the decision to go into the States and D1 has not only, it's kind of shaped our mindset, like we're a Division I team. Like when we're playing against other FCIAC teams, we're playing against teams in the regular season, like we're a Division I team. We can play with anyone. We could beat anyone. So I think it fuels our confidence, definitely.
For sure. And I think that, for tonight, I'm going to ask you a score. Obviously, you want the record. You're going to pick the records to win. But give me a score for tonight's game.
I think I'm just focused on winning. I'm not going to give a score prediction. I'm just focused on winning. Whether we win by 1 or we win by 20, I think I'm just focused on winning tonight.
That's a good answer. Now, it's funny because it's like you're the first actual player I have on the pregame.
Yeah.
And I was going to ask the question, like, I don't know. Usually, everybody here is going to pick the records because we are a record network. But, we love it. Austin, I can't thank you enough for being the pregame.
Thank you.
I want to wish the best of luck tonight, all right? And go get them, all right?
Thank you.
And everyone, enjoy the game. We'll see you guys soon.